Leafs, they are still alive after avoiding a sweep last night at the hands of the Florida Panthers.
So, for more on last night's game and what we can expect tomorrow, we're joined live now by TSN Bar Down's Eric Kirk. Eric, I think you're relieved. Leafs fans are happy about this. The series now shifts back to Toronto for Game 5 tomorrow night at Scotiabank Arena. What do the Leafs need to do to keep up this winning momentum?
They started off exactly what they wanted to do. They knew that this series now became a one game at a time situation. They went out, they won the Game 4, moved back to Toronto for Game 5. But I think every Leafs fan and the Leafs themselves can agree that they still didn't look perfect. They were still very sloppy with the puck in their own end. And Florida was forcing turnovers constantly throughout this game. They did a good job of negating them after they did the turnovers. Florida didn't get a ton of dangerous scoring opportunities aside from their power plays. So I think if they keep playing defensively well, but they just need to take care of that puck.
Okay, Eric, we know this series in the playoffs do get kind of intense and scrappy, but at the end of last night's game, there was a whole bunch of pushing and shoving and roughing and, punches thrown, etc. Is there likely to be any discipline or any sort of potential penalties to start Friday night's game? Is that even possible?
I don't think so. I think it's just the second hit was a little bit cleaner. There was a hit earlier in the game that was after the whistle Radko Gudas had on David Kampf, and I think that's kind of where the Leafs were like, okay, this is the second time this has happened. The game's over, and then tensions just bubbled over. That's the energy you want to see in a playoff hockey game, though. You want to see these teams feel like they really care. You saw Tkachuk and Marner getting into it. And then it looked like Jake McCabe was trying to fight anybody, even if he was on his back. So it was good energy from both teams, and I think that will help up the intensity. And maybe in the Leafs' favor, maybe not, but it's just nice to see them show that level of physicality.
And Joseph Woll was a Wall last night. Do you think we'll see him back in the net for Game 5, or do you think Sheldon Keefe is going to put Samsonov back in if he's able to play?
I think as of right now, you definitely roll with Joseph Woll. He's done nothing to prove that he shouldn't be in the cage. The game that he came in relief for Samsonov, I don't think he allowed a single bad goal. I don't think you can put the onus on him at all. And then last night, I don't think that goal was his fault at all either. It's another power play goal that kind of squeaked in. So he held you in it. The Leafs have yet to score more than 2 goals in a game this series. So if you've got a guy who's now only let in 1 in a game, I think that's the guy you've got to go with.
Yeah.
And Eric, just, we talked, I think just yesterday probably, about the sort of lack of production from the core 4. Well, 2 of the 4 last night were the ones putting pucks in the net.
Yeah, we saw Nylander with a fortunate bounce off the referee right onto his tape in front of the net. And then Mitch Marner with just a shot that had eyes from the point. And I did enjoy watching Austin Matthews last night. I feel like he was around the net. He was in scoring positions. It didn't go in, but he was at least there and looked like he was being a part of the offense. I still need to see some more from John Tavares. He doesn't look like he's keeping up with the other team's centers, but it is a welcome sight to see this core 4 moving a little bit more.
Okay, TSN Bar Down's Eric Kirk. Always appreciate your time and analysis. We'll be chatting soon. Take care.